rise to the occasion. Look at yourself and say you're strong. No one can stop you. Oh, yeah. Rise to the occasion. Go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you. It's for you to make the best in the life. Now that you've got the chance, get a first step towards your goal. All right, we're jamming. I wanna jam it with you.
We're jamming, rah, 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 rah. And I hope you like jamming too. Hey, listen now. Donafi is a trusted crowdfunding platform designed with both donors and organizers in mind, offering advanced features to safeguard funds, protect campaigns, and also ensure accountability. With Donafi, organizers can receive contributions directly into their local bank accounts immediately, enabling them to mobilize resources quickly and drive recovery efforts without delay. Chairman Shamir Sadler of Smart Term and CEO of Dime, Fernando Edwards, they've joined forces for the creation of this platform, and they join us now with the details. Good morning, gents. How are you?
Morning.
A Donafied morning to you, my Donafied friends.
Yes. Walk us through what Donafi is and how it simplifies the process of giving for both donors and recipients.
Right. So Donafi initially started off as a crowdfunding platform for schools. So Smart Term has been around since 2016, working with schools to digitize their operations, from enrollment all the way to report cards, transcripts, etc. And one of the main things in education is that schools need funding. So Donafi was created as a way for them to do specific campaigns. So whether they need a new computer lab or they need a bridge or a school bus, it was intended for that. And so coming into this a period with Hurricane Melissa, we had this platform and we're like, okay, let's expand it and open it up to the broader Jamaicans so that they can actually create campaigns for specific needs. So while we were helping Jamaicans and going into the field, we were in Westmoreland, realized that yes, while the relief packages are great, persons need specific help.
Yes.
And so Donafi is intended for them to create their campaigns and be able to receive donations and actually have access to that funds in local bank accounts. Most of the platforms that exist today, GoFundMe, etc., they don't really cater to us as Jamaicans. Like you'd have to go through another individual, go through a foreign entity to raise those funds and then try to get it to Jamaica. This is actually an opportunity to raise the funds locally and actually have access to it to do what you need. Right?
We mentioned in the introduction that it's a safe way to do it. You know, it protects the donors, it protects the organizers. What specific safeguards are in place that you've built within the platform that protects each party? Fernando.
All right. So good question. So on Dime, we handle the payments aspect of Donafi. So we are a Visa partner, PCI compliant entity as well. So we empower merchants across the Caribbean, accept multiple payment methods, both online and in store.
Sorry, PCI compliant.
Oh, so payment card industry. So these are data security standards which ensure that organizations handle cardholder data safely and securely, and ensure that the CIA triad is taken into account in handling data security, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
I'm looking at your shirt and I'm seeing the smart way to pay and get paid. And obviously, I'm looking at your shirt and it says Smart Term. Why did you guys, although having your individual experiences, decide to come together to make this thing happen?
Right. I genuinely believe in partnerships. Right? And one of the things I realized pretty early on is that, if our businesses come together and we can do so much more, right? And I always believed in our education system. When I went to overseas for university, one of the big things I saw is that all the valedictorians were international students.
For sure.
Jamaicans,
For sure.
Trinidadians, Nigerians, right? And I'm like,
don't forget the Asian kids.
Exactly, right? Stanford. And so what happens is that, I'm like, let's invest in our education infrastructure and do more, right? And so I believe firmly that we can solve our own problems here in Jamaica. We do have the talent to solve our own problems. And this is just an example of doing that. Both two companies coming together, two different industries to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that, well, you've mentioned that donors, actually, people can receive money immediately in the local banks.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
How does that work?
All right, so we support local banks, especially through the Visa network. So that's where we connect with local banks. So that allows donors or platform users to receive their funds locally in their bank accounts, whether it's USD or even JMD, and they receive funds within 24 hours.
We're seeing some graphics on the screen, and we're seeing that so far you've raised $23.2 million through campaigns on Donafi. Your donation helps schools rebuild, restore learning, and support displaced students. So it's not a no thing. You've been doing this.
Yes.
This has been a part of the mission. So if a person looking on says, okay, maybe I can work with Donafi because they're trusted, they have a track record of being transparent and honest, this is a good thing for those looking on who have never heard of Donafi a day in their life before, like me, and who just called it Donafi before the break. Yeah? How do I support this mission? How do I donate?
Right, so you go to donafi.org, you'll see the campaigns that are there. I'm sure a lot of them will speak to you. Just go the one that your heart tells you to go with, and just select the amount that you want to give and participate, right? If you're an organization, a church, a nonprofit, etc., and you want to support the communities that you're in, work with the MPs, work with the persons that are there, and create campaigns that are specific to those communities so that you can raise for them, right? The diaspora has so many individuals, right, from Jamaica, and even the best performing campaign for the Hurricane Melissa is we have 20 plus donors from Sweden, for example, right? Yeah. The diaspora and our reach as Jamaica is so big, it's so massive. So once we put the campaigns on there, we market them the right way, I'm sure we'll get the support. So if you're an organization, you're a church, etc., you have a community that you want to support, go to donafi.org, try to create a campaign, sign up. You'll be surprised at how much funds you can raise just from creating that digital footprint. Yeah.
You know what I want to ask? I mean, speaking of security and trust, how do we ensure the legitimacy of the various campaigns and that donor funds will be used appropriately?
Right. So I'll let Fernando speak to the compliance side, and then I'll speak to the transparency side.
All right. So there is an onboarding process where we work with registered entities. So they have to be registered, and they go through identity verification as well. So email checks are done. Just a standard KYC because we work with the banks, so we have to meet some of the bank's requirements as well.
Know your customer.
Just to ensure, know your customer. I mean, that's done electronically, so it's a very seamless onboarding process as well. And as I was saying, because we work with the banks, we have to go through that process because that funds is being settled in the banks. And, the banks have their regulations and their compliance that they have to do with BOG as well.
ITY. I thank you.
From a transparency standpoint, right, we are able to provide, the campaign owners are able to provide updates to the donors. So, in most cases, when you donate online and you just donate to a link, that is it. You're not getting updates, you're not sure where the funds are going, etc. On Donafi, when you donate, once the campaign owners provide an update on the thread, you'll get an email. You'll see that, okay, we bought 100 relief packages, or we see that, yes, we just bought 2 materials for 2 roofs for a particular individual, and they can put up videos and pictures, etc., showing that the money is going to good use and what it's being spent for. Right?
I like this. Yeah. Why you call it Donafi and not Donafi?
I'll tell you, business naming is always a tricky thing, right? It's always a tricky thing. I think we went over different variations of that, and somehow we landed at 5.
Because they're a bona fide organization.
A bona fide organization.
Bona fide team.
There we go.
Yes. Our guests have been bona fide. Shamir Sadler, chairman of Smart Term, and Fernando Edwards, CEO of Dime. Stay with us for more Sunrise after this break.
Hey, Shamir, let me tell you something. If you never